In this box we have the Add All calculator. It comes with the instructions, and here it is. On the back is a ring that you can put over your finger like that to hold it steadily. On the front we have a rotating disc. The disc is marked with the numbers 0 to 99, but so is the rear plate, the frame, that also has the numbers 0 to 99. It comes with a stylus. It's a pencil. It says the Add All calculator on it. Made in Bavaria, that only refers probably to the pencil, that's this stylus. I think the rest of the machine was made in England. So to add numbers, you put the stylus into the number you want to add, but you have to use the outer rim. So if I want to add 28, look at 28 and put the stylus there. I rotate the disc. This window shows the current total, 28. If I now add, say, 96, I have to look at 96, put the stylus there, and turn it all the way round. The window now says 24, but this little pointer here has moved to the pointer 1, so it's 124. This little moving pointer is held in this spiral groove. So each time the disc moves around one full rotation, that groove pulls this pointer one step to the left to point to the next number. Yeah, so it's a very simple adding machine. But you do have to be careful to always use the numbers on the outside, not get confused and use the number on the disc itself. So let me add 70, just put it next to the 70 here, and turn it round. So it now says 194. Even though the pointer is nearly at the 2, that just means it's close to 200, so it means it's 194. So this is a kind of an analog pointer. It says here Add All calculator, patent 5779. And that's a British patent from 1907. The Add All calculator was produced by Armand Dreyfus and Alfred Levy. Dreyfus was the inventor, as you could say, and Levy was the businessman or salesman. I haven't found much about these two men, but Dreyfus was born in Germany and emigrated to Birmingham, England in the early 1900s and became a naturalized citizen in 1908. Together they manufactured this Add All calculator, and the name was formed by their initials, ADAL. They added an extra L at the end after a few months of production. The patent was granted in October of 1907, but it was already on the market in June. And it lasted for about 5 years. Probably not much longer than that. It should be said though that even though they got this patent, this machine is a direct copy of German machines from a few years earlier. So it's very likely that Dreyfus basically just copied a machine he took with him to England. You can find a much more extensive history of this machine and all the related variants on the website Rechnen ohne Strom by Wilfried Denz. To reset the machine, you can simply lift this pointer up and pull it into the first groove, and then rotate the wheel back until it hits the start of the groove, till it's on 0. Let's take a quick look at the manual. It has some advertising text basically at the front. Then it has some instructions for how to use it, very straightforward, and then it lists some users and more bump and testimonials. Here it says, "Be not the last by whom the new is tried, nor yet the first to cast the old aside." It's something of use, not a toy. This here is a table for calculating with British currency. It's basically a conversion table for changing shillings into whole numbers of pence, and vice versa. So for example here, 732 pence is 61 shillings exactly, and 0 pence. And so on, all the way up to 1100 pence, which is 91 shillings and 8 pence. This allowed you to do calculations with British currency. Basically you add whole numbers of pence and then convert it back into shillings and pence. It's a bit of a faff. When putting the machine back into its box, this pointer sticks out too much. So the best thing to do is remove it by twisting it out and then storing it in the box like that. Or in my case, I'll put it in this little bag with the manuals. On many of these machines that pointer is missing. That was the Add-All calculator. Thank you for watching.